What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tony Reads. So today's video, I want to discuss what I'm going to be doing in March. So this is going to be my March anticipated thriller books to be read. So the first book I'm going to talk about is what I'm currently reading right now. I actually started this maybe the last day of February, to be completely honest, but I'm going to finish it in March, so it's my March read. And that is Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders. As you can see, I don't know if you see it, I'm probably like maybe a fourth way done. And this book is so good. There's not like there hasn't been a murder or anything like that yet, but I can just tell by the drama it's about to lead up to something. As far as I just feel that there's going to be a really good plot twist on this one. And so basically I don't even need to read it because I can tell you a little summary from what I know right now. There's a wife and mother named Joanne, or Joanna, maybe Joanne. And she has a husband, I believe his name is Richard. And they have a baby named Evie or Evie, I don't know which one it is. And this book actually takes place in London, I believe, or United Kingdom. I'm not sure if it's London or not. And so, they have this little somewhat happy life, or they lead you to believe it so far. I know there's going to be some drama that I'm going to find out about that I just don't know. But right now, it's a happy life. And so all of a sudden, I think a letter came in the mail, and it turns out it's from Richard, the husband's daughter, who was from another marriage, and his previous wife died. And so he's married. This is like his second wife or whatever. Joanna is. And so his daughter, Chloe, and she's like a teenager. She's like 19 or 20. I guess 20 is not really a teenager. But anyway, she's not 21 yet. I think she's 20. And she's writing, saying that she wants to come visit, whatever. And they've had like a rocky relationship. Like she really hasn't, the letter was like all of a sudden out of the blue because she really hasn't spoken to her dad like in months or years or whatever. And she actually told him if he were to remarry, as in marry this woman who he's married to right now, she was never going to speak to him again. But somehow, for whatever reason, she sent him this letter. She wants to come visit. So she shows up, and it's just all this kind of like crazy drama. I don't even want to say it's like drama. She's like doing stuff to like manipulate the wife. Just little dumb, just stuff to make her look stupid, make her look crazy. She clearly doesn't like her. But then when her dad is around, the husband, it's like, oh, daddy, 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 and he's fooled or whatever the case may be. I know there's going to be a plot twist, but I'm just telling you what I know right now. So this book, I just been busy. I think I could have probably finished this in a couple of days, but I just been really busy. So I'm going to try to finish it like in the next couple of days. But it's actually really, 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 really good. And I can't wait to see what's going to be the plot twist on this one. So right now, I can't say I'm not finished with it, so I don't want to say I highly recommend this book. But right now, Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders. It's really good so far. The next book that I'm going to read in March is Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer, I believe you pronounce it Hillier. And this book, the reason, there's no other reason. I mean, it sounds good. I was kind of tell you guys, I probably mentioned this in another video. When Paris Peralta is arrested in her own bathroom, covered in blood, holding a straight razor, her celebrity husband dead in the bathtub behind her, she knows she'll be charged with a murder. But as bad as this looks, it's not what worries her the most. It's only a matter of time before someone from her long hidden past recognizes her and destroys the new life she's worked so hard to build. 25 years earlier, Ruby Reyes, known as the Ice Queen, was convicted of a similar murder in the trial that was a media sensation and riveted the nation. Reyes knows who Paris really is, and when Reyes is unexpectedly granted an early release from prison, she threatens to expose all of Paris' secrets. Left with no other choice, Paris must finally, once for all, confront the dark past she had once escaped, because the only thing worse than a murder charge is a dark personal history that Paris will do anything to keep hidden. So to me from jump, it sounds good, and just the fact that some woman named the Ice Queen is a convicted murderer that's going to get out of prison early or something. I don't know. That just kind of gets my interest a little bit. But the other thing is, to be truthful, I had asked in one of my videos, I'm always asking you guys to give me recommendations for thrillers. I don't want anything else, just thrillers. And I had specifically said I wanted one, like a lot of the books I read, they're based in like New York or Boston or something like that. Now there's been some like in the UK. I want one that's based in Seattle, which is my hometown. I'm from the Seattle area. And so I was just out of curiosity. I was just wondering, was there something out there? And I actually got recommendations for books from Jennifer Hillier. And so I ended up picking this one, Things We Do in the Dark, because it just sounded really good and that it's based in the Seattle area. So I kind of like can't wait to read this one. I'm thinking I might change my mind, but I'm thinking this might be my next read. Okay, next what I'm going to try to get to for sure in March is a book called A Flicker in the Dark by Stacy Willingham. Stacy Willingham has been highly recommended to me by subscribers, and thank you guys so much for all the recommendations. It really helps instead of me just going in blind. So this book, again, I don't want to sit there really, I think I mentioned this in another video when I first bought it. 6 teenage girls went missing in a small Louisiana town. I said I liked it because I've lived in Louisiana before, so I have that connection there. I like that. By the end of the summer, so Chloe Davis was 12 when this happened, and her own father confessed to the crime. Now it's 20 years later. Chloe's a psychologist in Baton Rouge. She's getting ready for her wedding, and then a local teenage girl goes missing, blah, 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 blah. This stuff like this already gets me going. I love something happened, 20 years prior, and now somebody's here trying to keep the past in the past, or their own dad was a serial killer or something like that. I love themes like that in books, and so this just kind of got my attention, and not to mention it was by a highly recommended author, Stacy Willingham, and so I can't wait to read this one. It says smart, edge of your seat story with plot twist you'll never see coming. That's all I need to hear. Makes me want to really read this one. Okay, last but not least, this one is actually long overdue. I actually should have read it in February during Black History Month, but really Black History is 365 days a year, so I'm good. This is a highly recommended author. Every time I said I wanted a Black author, even when I just said I wanted a good thriller author, this man's name kept coming up repeatedly, probably one of the highest recommended. And that is S.A. Cosby. And he's also the author of Razor Blade Tears. Some of you may have heard of that. But the particular book that I got is All the Sinners Bleed. And again, I don't want to read all what it's about because really you can just either read it yourself or you can go back and watch one of my other videos when I first bought this. And basically it's like there's some murders, and this guy, the main character, is like a sheriff like in a small town or something like that. And there's just like a church is involved. There's a serial killer involved. A far right group is in it, and just all this kind of stuff that I just really want to read about. And so it just sounds really good. And this guy, I mean, S.A. Cosby gets so much praise, even after, in addition to you guys recommending him, I went and Googled him, and it's just like he's just all over the place and everything. So I can't wait to read this book. I actually put it like, I am gonna probably read this one last. Actually, look, you guys, it looks kind of like a big book, but it's only 300 something pages, and I don't know if you can see this, but the letters are actually kind of big. So I don't think it's as long as I thought. So I might bump this up and read this earlier in March, but I'm not really sure about that. But I want to get this one in. I really want to read this book, and if I like this one, I might pick up some of his other books as well. But anyway, so that's what I have. That's my goals for March or whatever. And I know, like in the beginning, I said I was only read 2 books a month. I like to lowball it just so I know that I can reach my goals. And plus, I don't want to make this like a job or a competition. But basically, I've been reading more than 2 books a month. So that's great. I'm gonna have more than 24 books read in 1 year for sure. But I like to keep enjoying what I'm doing. So again, keep the recommendations coming. I really like that. It just really helps me. I buy a lot of books, but it just helps when several people are saying the same thing, because then I know it's legit. Well, I guess it's legit or whatever. But yeah. And give me book recommendations as well as author recommendations. Thriller, only thriller. It can be thriller/mystery, but really thriller is what I'm into. But anyway, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Also comment. You could just say what's up to me, say hi, or give me some book recommendations, or tell me if you've read any of these books that I mentioned. Tell me what your thoughts are about them without giving anything away. But anyway, I will see you in the next video.